the previous tutorial video, okay, represents the introduction to SolidWorks. Okay, so I have already saved this part, so I just close this one. Okay, so now I will create the model on your canvas. Okay, based on the given on the canvas. So I'll just select part and then OK. Again, when starting to draw the profile, you need to view the profile itself. Okay, so I just select the sketch, then the sketch tool. Then you have your three planes. Make sure that the plane is highlighted. Like for example, the front plane is highlighted now. I could select this one, and that plane will be perpendicular to your view for easy drawing. Okay, so I'll just invoke the line tool. Okay, make sure always, okay, but then make sure before you draw any sketches, I'll just exit this one, then I'll just go back to the orientation of isometric. Make sure that the units is set up to the desired or correct unit itself. For example, mmgs, okay, make sure that mmgs is selected, then sketch, so let's say front plane. Okay, then I'll just start drawing using line. Okay, make sure that you always start at the origin. The origin itself is this one. Okay, so I just select or click in the origin, draw horizontal line, measurements. Okay, do not be concerned first with the measurement itself. Make sure that you draw horizontal, vertical line, slant line, then horizontal line again. Okay, you can see those dashed yellow lines or dashed blue lines. They are called inferencing lines. Okay, they are simply guides. Okay, so this one intersects to that starting point. So I'll just click here, and then I'll just close the figure back to the origin. Okay, and the line tool ends, but then under this property manager, the line property manager is still activated. You can also continuously draw a new set of lines. Okay, so I'll just check this one, then I'll just zoom in here. So I'll just check this one again. Okay, and then zoom in using your mouse wheel. If you want to use pan, you can press Ctrl in the keyboard and then press hold the mouse wheel. Okay, that is called pan. Okay, now I will add now dimensions using smart dimensions. Okay, smart dimensions are simply this one. Okay, so first things first, you need to dimension the largest bulk. So let's say this one. This is 100 millimeters. Enter. Okay, and then this is 50. Enter. Okay, also you can select the two endpoints, like for example, this point and that point. Okay, then you project, okay, anywhere in the drawing area. Okay, not too far, okay, or not too near. Okay, so approximate the distance. Let's say this is 20, and also this one is, suppose this is 25. Okay, then okay. You notice that the sketch now is fully defined. All objects are colored black. Okay, the green, okay, the green icons here, those are relations. Okay, so those is horizontal, coincident, vertical, horizontal, vertical. Okay, and I'm now going to add the thickness. Okay, so I'll just go to pictures, then extruded boss base. Okay, so the thickness provided and the given and our module is 50. Okay, so I just change this value to 50 and then enter. Okay, so the thickness of this model or 3D model is 50. Okay, so if I'm going to rotate it, I'll just press the mouse wheel okay, so that the views will be available, or you can change the view, orientation view, using the orientation view in the heads up view toolbar. Okay, so I'll just use isometric. So if you want to view the front view, okay, you'll notice here you are in the front view, also in the right view. How about the left view, rear view, or bottom view? Okay, and then the top view. Okay, then go back to isometric view. Okay, so this is just the first creation of your part, and then again saving it, the file, save as. Okay, you have your own format, your surname, probably I will use mine. Okay, okay, sample one. Okay, this is the first part that we have created earlier using the introduction to SolidWorks. Okay, now I have this format now. Okay, your surname, the name, then the title of its activity. So for the meantime, we will be using a sample one. Okay, and then make sure that it is under SLD PRT. SLD PRT. Okay, SolidWorks part. Then save. Okay, so if you are going to create another file or another 3D model, you can simply close this window, not the application itself. Okay, so you need to close this window, and then you could create a new part file or using the welcome screen part close. Okay, so another way, let's try to create another sample uh, model. Okay, let's try the top view. Then I could draw a center rectangle or corner rectangle, whichever you prefer. Okay, so make sure before sketching, you need to start at the origin. Okay, then you provide the measurements or its dimension using the smart dimensions. Say this is 55. Okay, then you can use the pen tool by pressing Control and then the mouse wheel. Okay, let's draw some circles. Say a circle here and another one here. Okay, now I'll just add dimensions. For this one, this should have a diameter of 12.5. Okay, and then I wanted this one to become 12.5. You can use smart dimension, then provide 12.5. Okay, so that they would be similar. I'll just Control Z to undo the last dimensions that I have used. Okay, so I'll just now add relations. Okay, so by simply display, delete relations here, add relations. Okay, and then I'll just select the circle and then the two other circles. Then the relations to be added, since I wanted them to become equal, I'll just select equal. Okay, and then okay. That is one way of uh, using some relations by adding the relations. Okay, then I'll just double click this one. Whenever I change this value, let's say 15, okay, the other one becomes also 15 because the relations is equal. So the dimension, let's say, just provide radius. Okay, let's say this is 15. Okay, you cannot change this one because it is referred to this dimension itself. Okay, so if you're going to change this one, let's say 20, diameter 20. This is also diameter 20 or radius 10. Okay, so I just change this one, go back to 12.5. Okay, now you notice they are underdefined because of its sketch has a color blue. Okay, so I'll just add another smart dimensions. The center of this one and that one has a distance of, let's say, 25. Okay, the vertical distance from that side up to the center, okay, let's say 15. Okay, similarly, you should have a 15. Let's say that is 15. And then the center, I will select the center and then this one, the side, so that I could provide the distance between the center and then this edge. Let's say 25. Okay, now notice what will happen if I'm going to use extruded boss base. Okay, let's provide thickness of 15, enter. Okay, the two whole circles, okay, becomes hole. Say if I'm going to check this one, okay, you have your hole here. Okay, there are two holes, okay, based on the sketch profile. So if I'm going to change the orientation view, isometric, these two circles based on your sketch are holes when you use the extruded boss base. Okay, so I'll just continue. So I'll just sketch. Okay, so now if I'm going to add another sketches here, okay, similar procedure, sketch command manager, then select sketch, but then you need to select a plane or a planar face, okay, to add an existing sketch. So let's say if you wanted to draw a sketch in the top face, you could select this face, or in this side you could select that side, or in this right side. Okay, so if I'm going to add another circle here, okay, I'll just create a hole here, so I'll just select this top face. Again, I'll just cancel this one, so I'll just select sketch command manager, sketch tool, then select a planar face. I'll select the top face. I'll just click this one. Okay, if I'm going to change that view for easy sketching, I'll just orient my view to the top view. Okay, now I'll just draw a circle, probably in the center. Okay, and then I'll just add dimensions. Okay, from this center up to this side or that corner, you can select. I have selected the center and then this one. Okay, let's say that would be 75. And then from this edge up to the center, let's say that is 27.5. Now the radius of this or diameter is given 20. Okay. Now the other tool that I'm going to use to create the hole is using the features, then extruded cut. Okay, extruded cut. Okay, you'll notice 15 is the thickness, okay, by default, or you can simply select through all so that it will become through all. Okay, regardless of its thickness, it will become a hole. Or you can use spline, then change the value, let's say 10 or 7.5, half of the thickness, and then press enter. The preview, okay, you'll notice that depth of this hole is only 7.5. Okay, so it doesn't exceed the whole object. So if I'm going to press the check button here, you notice that it is simply a remove portion based on the depth provided. Okay, you can edit this one by right clicking, then edit feature. Okay, and then if you wanted to create a hole, you can simply use through all, then okay. Okay, so that is another way of creating holes. Okay, then I'll just change the orientation view before I go save. Then I'll just save it as. Okay, so similarly I'll just use example to save.